my mom has taken care of me all my life, still as an adult would take care of me, would drop off baking and take care of my kids. And now we're taking care of her. I was reminded though, I remember one time I said, it's like she's now the child and I'm the parent. But at the same time, I never want to present her as a child because that means that she's not as educated, informed, and she's not a child. She's just an adult that needs help, if that makes sense. Like I don't want to put that stigma, of someone that can't function on their own because it almost just it doesn't present her in the right light. And I don't think it presents any dementia patients in the right light. I think that she's a mom that is just struggling and needs help. But yeah, it's the roles have definitely changed, right? I now drive her to all of her doctor's appointments. She used to drive me to all of my doctor's appointments. I take her and help her with grocery shopping or with anything like in her room that she needs to clean up, or setting up Christmas decorations, taking down Christmas decoration, all of that stuff. Of course, the tables have turned. And I don't think we really, as a society, prepare ourselves for that change to when we start taking care of our parents. And I don't know if there's a way to prepare ourselves. To be honest, I don't know if someone had said to me 5 years ago, well, don't forget, one day you're going to have to take care of your parents. I probably would have just said, yeah, yeah. And the thought would have left my mind and I wouldn't have thought twice about it because I probably would have thought I still had 10, 15 years before that was going to happen. My mom just turned 76. She's not that old. But now looking at it, I tell my friends and my coworkers all the time, like, just know that eventually you will become the caregiver for your parent. And so make sure you know what they want. I mean, we did a lot of that as well when we first learned about my mom's diagnosis, which I also really recommend. Not to get off topic here, but we sat down with her while her memory was still good, and we went to different residences and viewed them so that we knew if we waited until a point where her memory wasn't good and she was going to, no matter what, not want to move, we knew at the time when her memory was good where she wanted to go. So we had that peace of mind of knowing, no, that is where she wants to be. That is the facility that she would choose if she could. We asked her about like what type of care she wants, the things that are important to her, the things that she would want in her room, any of those questions to bring her comfort as her memory would get worse, so that we knew even if she would argue it because of her memory or she just wouldn't have an answer, we already had those answers because we already sat down and had those conversations with her. So I do tell friends and stuff, like, have conversations with your parents about what they want. Where do they want to go when they're older? Do they want to be in a facility? If so, what facility? Like, what type of care do they want? What stuff around the house is important to them? Also go through the stuff in their house. I mean, so many, I think, of our parents, including mine, her basement was full of boxes of stuff that then when we moved her, we had to go through everything. And some of that stuff, yes, you want to keep, some of it you don't. Maybe it's important that certain jewelry goes to certain people. Those conversations that I think sometimes she didn't necessarily always want to have, to be honest, but I'm glad we kind of pushed them so that we know what her wishes are, even though right now she may not be able to explain them very well.